Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Dana Melancon with you at Southeast Texas Express. We're broadcasting to you from our Christus, Southeast Texas weather studio, right next door to Christus St. Elizabeth Hospital. And you can see, looking west from our studio vantage point, you wouldn't know it without the labeling, right? This is our East Tex Freeway camera. Wow, the fog is just intense. Not going to make you a whole lot of difference, but here is our helipad camera. You can see the tower in the background, but gosh, the fog is intense and really rolled in quick and is probably going to be socking us in for at least another couple of hours, maybe an hour and a half. 67 right now at our studios, and obviously it is foggy. We're, again, holding at 67, 97% on our humidity reading, dew point at 66 degrees, and barometric pressure holding at 30.26. If you're on Facebook or YouTube or X or any one of the social media platforms, please join me in the comments section and let me know where you're watching the broadcast from and what the weather condition might be in your neck of the woods. We'd love to see what's going on. And again, at 67 degrees, we are now at, let's see if I can get this to switch for us. There it is. Mostly cloudy skies for the duration of the day. And I think we'll see partly cloudy later on in the day. 77 for the high, down to 62 for an overnight low, and really not much change for tomorrow. We could still be dealing with some bouts of that fog. And again, we're going to be looking at 77, the high temperature during the afternoon hours. Wednesday, we might see a little bit more sunshine as the day progresses. Our regional satellite and radar composite keeps moisture as far as the coastal areas of Texas south of us. I say moisture, not atmospheric moisture, but moisture that would be equatable to rain. We're looking at that staying south. We do have a little 20% coverage of showers that we're going to call for today, but that's about it. I think after today and the rest of the week, certainly including Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we will be should be rain-free, but it's going to be a little warmer than we would like to see it. Here's our local radar loop. And I say that because we really like to focus efforts here on our XRAD Doppler radar that is provided by Sam Trevino and the gang at Roofing 911. That, again, shows the rain-free conditions that we are looking at now. 67 at our studios. The Jack Brooks Airport reports 66. A little milder in orange, not much. 64, cloudy skies, or at least some fog reported there. Not quite as much fog as we move north to the lakes, but they are at 60 degrees at Jasper. But Huntsville, Cleveland, Houston, Bay City, all reporting the foggy conditions as we speak. If you've been tuning into any national news, we'll touch on that briefly because the flooding and severe, I believe, claimed one life already during the last 36 hours along the Pacific coast. As we're not looking at quite as much rain building in now as far as Washington State or Oregon, but Northern California saw that intense rain during the weekend, and now that rain will be moving itself a little bit more south. So we're going to be looking at areas around, Los Angeles, San Francisco. That's going to be dealing with during the next 24 hours or maybe 36 hours of some intense rain. Moving into the holiday week. Rest of the, at least northern tier states in Texas, rain-free. We got another bout of moisture going in through the Great Lakes, certainly looking at the upper Midwest that we'll be seeing possibility of some more snow, as they're seeing right now. We are looking at one frontal system that's right along the coast, Texas and Louisiana, that is stalled out for the most part now. And really not going to be playing a lot of, we'll give the instability factor into today's equation that will allow us to see some light showers into the afternoon hours. So we'll certainly be watching that as we progress in for the The rest of the continental U.S., we are looking at temperatures at 31 right now. Rapid City, 45 in Denver, Albuquerque at 44, and none of these really way off the chart as far as above high temperature. Well, other than us here in southeast Texas, where we're a little warmer than we normally are. Normally in the 60s, and right now going to be reporting mid in some areas upper 70s as the next couple of days progress. Case in point today, at 80 is our expected high temperature in Houston, 73 in New Orleans, 80 in Tampa, 59 in Atlanta, and Pittsburgh at 41. That area of low pressure, along with the front, the way it's positioned, will allow for a few isolated afternoon showers. We'll call it a 20% coverage of rain, but that's pretty much waning its way out, and you can see during the next 24 hours, another front that comes through that ushers in the dry conditions that will remain with us for the course of the week. Yesterday, we hit a record high temperature here in southeast Texas at 81 degrees. We started the morning off at 69, normal high of 65 and 45. So you can see, well, we are way too hot for this time of the year to make it feel more like the season. 80 was our record high set back in 1905. Of course, we beat that yesterday. 20 was the overnight low, record low rather, in 1973. And we did record at the Jack Brooks Airport. You might have saw a little bit more, but we only had 1/100th of an inch of rain at the Jack Brooks Airport. Sabine Pass, if you are out on the waterways, don't think I would want to be there, although it's not quite that bitter cold. But still in all, two high tides, two low tides, with the final low occurring at 10:37 this evening. Sun was up as of 7:08, although we can't see it right now, and sun setting this evening at 5:21. Here's our forecast today, brought to you by the great folks at Wave Solutions. Mostly cloudy and foggy to start, and we're going to be seeing a partly cloudy day later on today. That little 20% coverage of showers, mainly afternoon, 75 the high, southeast winds at 5 to 10. Mostly cloudy tonight. We are expecting our overnight low to start off tomorrow morning again in the lower 60s. And here's our extended outlook, brought to you by the great folks at Top Deck Flooring. Visit them right here on I-10, just outside of Vidor. We're looking at again, a few clouds today, 20% coverage of showers in on our Monday afternoon, but rain-free Tuesday and Christmas Eve, with Christmas Eve and Christmas Day peaking at the mid and upper 70s. Starting the mornings off right around 60 degrees. And you can see the upcoming weekend, really more of the same, 78 on Saturday, 75 on Sunday. Let me migrate over here. And if you're, again, I was encouraging you, if you are on Facebook, to let me know where you're watching the broadcast from, and just how the weather is unfolding in your neck of the woods. Well, let's see. We have my wonderful daughter, Kelly, is here. She says it's a very foggy, and they are experiencing a little bit of light rain or some sprinkles in Mauriceville. And Kelly also asks, she asks, what's it like? Do you think we're going to have a white Christmas? No, she didn't ask that because she knows better than that. Do we have an idea of what the weather will be like on Christmas? And yes, we do. And there it is, Kelly. Let me move the real quick. Move your comment there, and you might be able to get a little bit more of an idea. So on Christmas Day, we're going to start the morning off at 60 degrees. Could see some patchy fog here and there. Nevertheless, really not a big change from what we're seeing today, other than we yanked the rain out of the forecast for Christmas Day. 78, the high temperature, just to me, a little bit too warm for Christmas. So that's pretty much your outlook for Christmas. So again, we're going to be trying to continue these broadcasts in the mornings. We'll pop up and give you a quick weather wrap for the day, the week here along the coast. And again, we encourage you to invite your friends to join us on Facebook, on YouTube, on whatever social media platform that you have, and join the broadcast. We encourage you to do that. But please download the app. We've had a big influx of people that have been joining us on our app. Excuse me, it's an absolutely free download from Google Play or the App Store. On your cell phone, just do a search for Southeast Texas Express. We'll have both of our great radio stations. We have Southeast Texas Express and Classic Country Express. I think you will absolutely and thoroughly enjoy it. All these songs that you can sing along with and you don't hear on country stations nowadays. But you also have all of our Roku television broadcasts right there, available at the on your cell phone. So make sure you check that out as well. Again, I'm meteorologist Dana Melancon here on Southeast Texas Express. We're going to let you get on with your day. A lot of people sort of getting the last ins and outs and things done for the Christmas holiday and seasons. We encourage you to get on there, and certainly, before we do, we just absolutely have to say good morning. This is a first, I believe. Look at this. My mother-in-law, Bonnie Carr, is actually watching on Facebook. Good morning, Bonnie. I appreciate you joining me in. See, now that goes to show you that lots of people are getting tech savvy. And I think Bonnie is proving the point that here it is. I mean, the technology is there. You grab it. Other than, of course, we sort of bend her arm and make her get on and watch sometimes. But actually, thanks very much, Mom, Bonnie, and we'll be talking with you a little later on, hopefully today, as I'm venturing to retrieve a precious package later on today. And we also have Mr. Brian Peavy watching on Facebook. Brian was voted in as our chairman of the board here at Southeast Texas Express, took a little bit of a hiatus break, and is now back on the board and serving in a big way. So he says, good morning from Beaumont. We are watching on Facebook. Everyone, please have safe travels. And again, we appreciate so much, Brian, your involvement with us here at Southeast Texas Express. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday. Stay safe out there. And again, we'll join you either later on this afternoon or first thing tomorrow morning right here at Southeast Texas Express.